Welcome to the channel. This is the Black Saiyan. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. We're gonna have a special video tonight. Thank you for joining. Today is actually the Black Saiyan birthday. Well, yesterday was, but we just keep going because it's a whole age in itself, right? So, and you gotta make sure that you tuned in to what's going on with yourself when you go through them years. That's just what I believe, man. But we got a special one tonight, cause this one right here is, very personal to me. This one is actually about one of my favorite characters, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people nowadays is starting to get on to him. It's about our boy Vegeta. So Vegeta is the prince of all Saiyans, right? And Vegeta is one of those characters, that just first off seeing him, we see him inside the Saiyan arc, right? Whenever he comes to the planet, you could tell that even by his demeanor, you could tell that he's vetted. He's definitely what you would call elite, right? Because he's small in stature, but he's over Nappa, right? And I'm pretty sure Nappa is stronger than Raditz. But not to say that size matters, but he is very blunt and direct, right? His presence brings the presence, right? So he's one of those people that he's gonna get his point across, very quickly. So we first see him in a fight with Goku, right? Prior to that, we see him a little bit with Nappa. Nappa tries to, throughout the whole Nappa fight, Vegeta was kind of ordering him around a little bit, but you see that at one point whenever he was bested, once Vegeta and Nappa should have known that he was bested by Goku, and he told him to sit down. He should have been subordinate to his elite, but he didn't fall in order, and he got what was done to him. And then following that, he asked for the mercy of Vegeta, and you seen what happened after that. He don't cut no corners, so he's one of those people that is gonna stand on business. So we go into the fight with Goku, right? We see that he is like the opposite. They're like total opposite, right? Because you have one person who knows zero history about his Saiyan history, right? Where he come from, and he a full-blooded Saiyan, right? And then you got he got what Raditz told him, so he's briefed. But you got this other guy who's Vegeta, who's vetted on where this even started, right? Where why this man is even able to, why he got the thrill. Goku don't even know why he been having a thrill of fight, or just how he just wanna just get stronger and stronger. Like, he don't even know where it come from. We thought it was just a natural thing, but he finna get the full broad aspect of it, just being introduced to Vegeta. So Vegeta tells him, he kind of he gives him like a little props, right? A little props, but he just tells him he gonna show him a line he can never cross. Now, Goku actually is a vetted person, like he's a studied person. He's been through the martial arts of multiple different martial arts already, and he has his own power, and he kind of has a couple of little perks up under his belt. So he puts up a fight against Vegeta. So it kind of throw Vegeta off and affects his Saiyan pride, right? So we see that once he's in the air, and he's been bested by Goku's Super Saiyan, and he's been bested by Goku's times, 4 Kamehameha, Kaioken Kamehameha, and he goes into the air, and he once he comes down, he feels that he has to resort to going to the Azaru stage. He throws a light, because he realizes there's no moon in the sky, and the moon is gone once he's up in the air and he in the sky. But once he comes down, man, the man got the technique to throw a artificial moon into the sky and change it to a grade 8. So the first time we ever see, like, you know what I'm saying, we know we love grade 8s throughout the Dragon Ball GT, all the different, you know what I'm saying, like series that we done had throughout Dragon Ball. We seen different kind of Azurus, right? But we see, the first time we see an Azuru talk ever is whenever you see Vegeta change into grade 8. Now, when he changes to this grade 8, we see that he's best in Goku. Goku is, you know, I mean, granted, he has given his, you know, he's Super Saiyan 4, or Super Saiyan 3 at least, Kaioken, you know what I'm saying? And he can, you know what I'm saying, he putting up a good run around, but it's not enough, right? So we see that it takes for Goku friends to get involved to help get Vegeta downsized, and even then we see that the fight is still like it's still there. Like, it's not like you know what I'm saying, like it was all of like they just, it's really they really beat him by the fuck, like just the hair on the goddamn, like just that, you know how much hair be on the pig feet once you cut some pig feet up, like, and you trying to get all that hair off, and you just might find like one little piece just like that. That's how it is. That might be a country way to go to you know, analogy, but for real, like, that's the way to put it. Like, it's just like that one little hair, you know what I'm saying, or that just that you barely just got him, you know what I'm saying? Because if Goku was there by himself, it would have been a different story. Once we see Vegeta, you know what I'm saying, the next time he is leaving, right? And he gets he gets inside the pod, and he gets the the notification from Kui that Kui that you know, they going to Frieza going to Namek for the Dragon Ball, because they find out some Dragon Balls on that planet. So he go heal up, right? He goes to this little planet, go heal up, and then he goes back out, right? And he goes to Namek. Now, following Namek, right, on the way to Namek, I guess, you know, Frieza feel like Vegeta is insubordinate in any damn way, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what might have happened, what might have transpired, but he sends Kui to, you know what I'm saying, to handle Vegeta, like, to handle that boy. I guess, you know, Kui felt like he can handle him anyway, so he goes out there and thinks he can handle Vegeta and gets killed immediately, right? So that's like, you know what I'm saying, light work for Vegeta, because he done got a boost from just getting almost killed on the earth, right? So the next time we see Vegeta fight is the Doria, right? We see that he lays on the Doria, you know what I'm saying, and waits till he comes out, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, and then he get him, you feel me? See, he blitz him, and Jit, like, you know, the whole time he trying to get away. Like, he telling Vegeta that's the thing, he could pull one on Vegeta, you know what I'm saying, and end up getting, you know what I'm saying, blasted, you feel me? So that ended bad. After he done, you know what I'm saying, after he fucked up the Doria, Vegeta go and, you know what I'm saying, go to the Namekian village, right? Because he's still trying to get immortality. Because he knowing what he up against. Like, he know Frieza is the upper echelon. You know what I'm saying? Like, he want to fuck up Goku, but he's still trying to get to, like, make sure that he straight for Frieza. So he go to the Namekian village, slaughter them, get to the Dragon Balls, right? Once he get the Dragon Balls from the Namekian village, he hide it, and then he goes and, you know what I'm saying, and try to, you know, take out the next person. The next person happened to be Zarbon, which is a character that we see that he always to the right of Frieza. Like, he like his go-to person. It seemed like, you know what I'm saying, like his colonel, right? Like, from Frieza the president, that's his colonel, right? So he goes to Zarbon, you know what I'm saying? Well, actually, Zarbon he out and about. He trying to see what's going on with the Dory. And he catch, what you call it, you know what I'm saying? Vegeta catch that boy. So he goes into, battle with Zarbon, and he loses because Zarbon transforms into this reptilian kind of almost berserk kind of form. And Vegeta kind of trying to call his bluff on it, but he ain't bluffing. And he finds out like the hard way, like unfortunately, right? But he don't kill him. And that's the thing, like you supposed to kill it. If you gonna fight a Saiyan, you might as well kill him, because if you leave them and they get back up, they gon', you know what I'm saying? They gonna be like I say, they had that boost, so it'll be worse than last time. So what happens is he leaving them for dead, and then he goes back to Frieza and tell him what happened, and Frieza like, damn, like you did that, but he could have had a Dragon Ball though, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't think of that. So he tell him to go out there and get Vegeta. They bring Vegeta in, he healing, and you know what I'm saying? He escapes or whatever. He do like this little trick, whatever. He run to one side and he blow the shit out to make him look like he escaped. And then he take the other Dragon Balls that Frieza got and hide it, right? So next time we see Vegeta, he running across Krillin, right? And he see Krillin, and I ain't gonna lie, I thought he was gonna fight him. I thought he was gonna at least like put something on him, but Krillin like trying to persuade him. You know what I'm saying? At this time, Frieza like mad, so he sends Zarbon out there. So now we step into Vegeta versus Zarbon Part 2. So when they clash the second time, you realize that, you know what I'm saying, early on, like, yeah, Zarbon, you should have finished what you started, like, and he get pummeled, like, he actually drives his hand through his stomach and blasts him, you know what I'm saying, like, it was gruesome, man, and, after that, Krillin ended up giving him the 6th Dragon Ball, you know what I'm saying, so now he got included, plus the one he hid from Frieza, he got 6 of them, right, so, he had already taken the other one from the village. So he goes to try to find that one and runs it to Gohan. And Gohan, you know what I'm saying, like, he plays it cool, but he ends up getting punched in the stomach, but he hides it behind him. Vegeta end up finding out, he mad, so he comes back. But by this time, Frieza don't realize that that Zarbon probably done died. And he done sent for the Ginyu Force to come. See, now we stepping into, you know what I'm saying, a whole nother elite kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole nother elite class of warriors, right? So Vegeta feels a power coming. Everybody feel it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel it. And then he realized, Vegeta realized, oh man, like I think, bro, show me where the Dragon Ball is at, because we ain't gonna have no chance, you know what I'm saying? So they kind of like panicking a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But of course, everybody done got boosters and stuff, but they ain't gonna be it, they ain't enough. So the next time we see Vegeta go engage into a battle on Namek would be Gildo, right? Gildo was a character that he slid in like soon as Gohan and Krillin was about to die. And it was really just like because he knew he might have needed help later on. So because he he had to go up against Raccoon. Now the next fight, like with the fight with Raccoon, it was a different fight because we know that Vegeta knows these people. You know what I'm saying? Vegeta been knowing these people. These people ain't new to Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? Like these people been tormenting Vegeta. You gotta see, like he been around the Ginyu Force. He been around Zarbon way before this. So it's almost like a nightmare, right? This is all like a nightmare to him. But he's climbing the ladders, so it seems. So he goes against Raccoon, and Raccoon, he does a lot, you know what I'm saying? He even, he beat him, put them things on him, you know what I'm saying, blast him. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, did a super, like almost like, I think he called it the final crash, right? And, you know, when the dust settle, you see like Raccoon doing some, like a, you know what I'm saying, like a little pose. So it's, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't enough. So it almost, you know, then after that, Raccoon just went to, went to pummeling on him. So he loses that fight. The next time we see him fight again would be like after Goku gets there. And Goku done finished off Berta, finished off, Raccoon. And you see that Vegeta jumps in and kills him. Cause he knows that these people, he don't have that soft side like Goku. So he finished stuff. Like he finished it. That's just it. He finished it. So the next time we see Vegeta fights versus somebody would be Jace. Jace was one of those people that he got the Vegeta that was, that had just went through all of that what happened with Raccoon. And he thought he was better than Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like just by Vegeta getting healed, you know what I'm saying? When Goku threw him that sensu beam, like he got enough to kill Jace. So that says a lot of how the Zenkai boosts work. Like they go up. So after that, he goes over there and he tries to he finishes off Ginyu, you know what I'm saying, who in Goku body. So after that, you know what I'm saying, you see that he helped Goku help Krillin put Goku in the you know what I'm saying, rejuvenation chamber. They get Goku, you know what I'm saying, right until, you know what I'm saying, he find out that Krillin and Gohan done summon the dragon. He get mad, so once he get mad, he goes, he you know what I'm saying, trying to see what's going on, and where you know what I'm saying, by the time you can see what's going on, Frieza done ride right behind him. You know what I'm saying? So it really is too late, you know what I'm saying, because Frieza seen it soon as he seen it. So damn near. So what happens is Frieza is mad, you know what I'm saying, and that's when we saw, is actually the next fight we see Vegeta in. So in that fight we see that Vegeta, you know what I'm saying, has improved so much that he can actually take on first form Frieza. You feel me? But he tells him like, yeah, I know about your transformation because Zarbon told him. So Frieza transforms. Once he changes to the second form, he don't really even get to fight him. And we see that Piccolo ends up fighting him and Gohan briefly. And you see that after he changes to his third form, you know what I'm saying, like he tries to get Krillin to shoot him in his chest and get Dende to heal him so he can get strong enough to defeat Frieza. And we see that happens, but it happens kind of late because by the time he get healed, he's dealing with final form. Final form Frieza is already there. You know what I'm saying? And whenever Frieza sees this, why he transforming, that's the first thing that he do. He kills Dende, right? When he comes back. So after that, you see Vegeta declare himself, you know what I'm saying, as Super Saiyan, whatever. Like, cause he have to take on Final Form Frieza. So Final Form Frieza was one of those battles whenever Vegeta was realizing like, if this is all or nothing, right? So he was going at it, he was doing, he was really just trying to get a hit on him, but he couldn't really, because Frieza speed was just too much. So, basically like he started like crying, you know what I'm saying? Like later on we see Vegeta like even last words towards Goku, right? We see that like he was like telling him like the blood in your veins, like the perfect instinct for battle. Like he was basically telling him like you can't be denied, like bro, he was saying, you know what I'm saying? Like This the person like our home world, like where you was from, like everything that you stood for, like yeah, they died. You know what I'm saying? This the person who caused like our extinction. Your father, my father, your dad, your mama. You know what I'm saying? Or like your mama. We ain't even like at this time we seen Vegeta. He's one of those hard on characters. Like I don't even think he like where was his mom? I don't think he even had that mother like figure. So, you know what I'm saying, growing up, evidently he was just on planets just destroying them since a little boy. So we see he was raised different, just totally different, you know what I'm saying? Raditz wanted to be more like Vegeta, you know what I'm saying? Like who knows, like Kakarot might want to have been like that, but we see that everybody wasn't hell bent in just ruthless Saiyans, because we see other Saiyans later on in the continuity that was just chill Saiyans. Like, so you had a choice, you had different personalities. So when we just look throughout that saga in itself, right, we see that Vegeta has like a certain kind of way of looking at Frieza and just how he took that, what happened with his father, with his, you know what I'm saying, with his planet. You know what I'm saying? And he really like embraces like Saiyan pride, like how it's supposed to. I mean, he the prince of all Saiyans. Like he really, I mean, if anybody don't embrace it, the prince don't, the planet name Planet Vegeta. You know what I'm saying? But we see that even like throughout that like whole time, like he kind of one of those people that felt like the real feeling of being like colonized, or like tortured by somebody, like conquered by somebody, right? Like the Saiyans, they just destroy stuff. They like to fight, right? But Frieza took it to a whole nother level. Whenever he came in and how he took over the Saiyan race and like really like abused his people. You understand? So it's a whole different thing. And then with him apologizing, saying it's the Goku, like it's like, bro, you the same. You were like, you see, he even have a flashback. Goku even have a flashback later of him, King Vegeta, and his dad all talking to him. So it gets deep. Now, the next time we see Vegeta, you know, we going into what would be the Android saga, and we see after, you know, Future Trunks has got there, and you know what I'm saying, destroyed Frieza, and you seen Goku and his man go Super Saiyan right before his eyes. You seeing that he's kind of getting this thing for want to be a Super Saiyan. So the time we actually see Vegeta go Super Saiyan, we see training, right? In the gravity room, and it's 450 times gravity. And you know, he going crazy in there. And he actually done took the ship to a whole nother planet. You know what I'm saying? So he could train how he want to, cause he wanna, you know what I'm saying, blow up the planet that he was on. He just really was on like a little rock. It really was like a little, like maybe like floating in, you know what I'm saying, in space, that probably had like a little atmosphere to it. You know what I'm saying? The game, you know how it go. And he see that he ends up you know what I'm saying, turning to a Super Saiyan as these meteors is coming down, and he gotta like defend his ship. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't, you know, you have to be kind of like pure-hearted, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what he was thinking about, why he couldn't change it to Super Saiyan. But actually he was pure-hearted, but he wasn't pure-hearted like Goku. He was pure evil. His heart was pure evil, right, at this time. And we know this because we go into the Android saga. We see that Vegeta going against Android 19. Now after Goku gets bested by him, we see Vegeta appear out of nowhere and kick Goku, you know what I'm saying, and tell him to kick the Android, and you know what I'm saying, and tell him, you know what I'm saying, to give Goku a sense of being, without giving him medicine, get him right. But you see that he scrapes up like destroys that android by literally putting his foot on his face, and telling him not to let go, and pulling on him until his arm rips off, and then he finishes him with a big bang attack, like straight, just slaughter gang style. Like, oh my goodness. So we see that on the way to the, you know what I'm saying, to the thing, you feel me, like they trying to catch Jiro, and they see they catch Jiro actually, and they corner him. But what happens is you see Bulma pull up, and her ship get, you know what I'm saying, like shot down. And Jiro flees off, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Vegeta go after Jiro. And later on, you see that make you know, Trunks mad, because he's like, man, you weren't even thinking about your, you know what I'm saying? And like, that's what his mind was on. His mind wasn't even thinking like that, you know what I'm saying? So we see that Jiro activates 17 to 18, right? We see that he gets bested by Android 18 quickly. He get kicked in the arm, and it just, you know, they just, because she got more power than him. She has infinite power, right? So you see, after that, like, he spends like 3 days standing on the cliff, just thinking about like what happened, right? And just, you know, kind of like just he really was lost in the sauce, and he was trying to get his sauce back, right? So you see, as he like looking up on the cliff, you see Goku pull up, and he tells him about the hyperbolic time chamber. Now, it only makes sense for him to go into the hyperbolic time chamber with Trunks, because it's best to have a partner. Vegeta, I mean, what better partner to have? You know what I'm saying? It's your son, right? So he goes into the hyperbolic time chamber, and he comes out very confident, right? He comes out very confident, then he just goes off to go fight Cell now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting for everybody else to do their thing, he just goes off to go fight Cell now. And maybe because, I mean, that probably was the best thing to do. And we see that once he gets there, he goes against second form Cell, right? And he bests him. He beats him, and he tells him that his son actually, man, listen, man, he dominated that boy. Like, bro was even to the point where like he was like begging for him, like Vegeta to just let him get to 18 to show him what's up. Like, he refused it at first, but you see after a while, like, his Saiyan power was because it's a thing, like, once they settle in their power and their new power, they feel as if they you know what I'm saying, they want to see if who they superior to. So you see that he even like makes his son stay out the way of taking on Cell, while he go and try to like absorb 18. Now we see that once he absorbed 18, right, we see that Vegeta goes against Cell, and it's different now. And he ends up telling Cell, like, don't move, right? And he does the Final Flash technique, right? And Cell try to block it, you know what I'm saying? And he ends up shooting off part of Cell's body. But Cell ends up regenerating and ends up kind of like just straight up pummeling. Basically, ain't no kind of, just pummeling Vegeta. And it was over with, right? So the Cell game begins, right? The next time we see Vegeta like even like go at it or just do anything, I guess it would be like during the time when he tried to like even help with Gohan, right? Whenever he was shooting the key blast, he tried to do it. He tried to do what he could, you know what I'm saying, against him, because he had just killed Trunks, and you know, he did what he could, but it wasn't enough. And at that time, he was realizing, like, basically, like, you know, he was actually feeling like, you know what I'm saying, like Gohan and Goku had, even like Gohan, basically, you know what I'm saying, and Goku had bested him, you know what I'm saying. It wasn't because they was like, you know what I'm saying, like giving up they they shit for it. Like they were still who they are and doing what they got to do for the right purpose. So after that, we see that he tried to fall back and be a father, right? He tried to be a father to his son and all that type of stuff, right? And we see that more whenever we go into the next time. We even introduce him to his character, which will be which would be the Buu saga. Now the Buu saga is one of those sagas that we see Vegeta character take on a more grim yet heroic side, because we see that once we go into the World Martial Arts Tournament, right? The World Tournament, Kibito Kai is there, and they're doing this thing, and they're trying to get Gohan, and they're trying to get Gohan to chill so they can see what's going on. And Vegeta really want to fight Goku, so he feeling like Goku trying to get up out of it, but he end up having to fly off and help the Supreme Kai. But he really want to stay and fight Goku, because he really want to feel, because he ain't seen him in a minute. He feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I still got that, you know what I'm saying, that you know, we still got our fight, you feel me? And he feel like at a time, like, you know what I'm saying, he was trying to make sure that Goku knew that. So what happens is they go on the ship, and Vegeta is first up, and he goes against this person named Pipui. Now, when you fight Pipui, like, they fight on Pipui planet, and Vegeta get the best of him, like, quickly, because they thinking that the gravity was a problem. Vegeta was just training in 500 times gravity. You know what I'm saying? 500 times gravity, like, really. So it's nothing to Vegeta. So he finishes him. But what happens after that, like, once Goku fights and he sees him go against Yakan, he kind of like sees a little glimpse of Super Saiyan 2 in Goku, and he really want to fight him. Like, it's kind of gone, you know what I'm saying? So what happens is, while the boy and Gohan is fighting, we see that the boy like kind of see how Goku and Vegeta is, and he realizes that Vegeta actually got like a little evil in him. So he goes back and says something about a better fighter. They go back into the ship, and then we see Vegeta like get his mind, like you see Bobby trying to control him, like trying to get into his mind and convert him, right? You see once he gets his mind on the wraps, you see that Bobby is trying to give him some orders, and he's saying he wants him to go kill Gohan and Shin and everybody else, and he said no, we only want to fight Goku, right? So now we're going into his next fight, right? But the next time we see Vegeta just get more into this egotistical thing that he got going on now. Vegeta actually get transported into the World Martial Arts Tournament, right? They trying to see if it's real, but they really does. So when they get there, Vegeta literally, to make Goku fight, Vegeta literally destroys part of the arena, almost kills his wife, like literally. And Goku gets mad. Goku, like, you know, he got no choice but to accept. Nah, he literally killed some people. So they he tells them to go send them somewhere that they can actually fight, and they ends up fighting somewhere, right? So during that fight, or just even like before that, a little bit before that fight too, you know, Vegeta reveals to Goku that he deliberately let Babidi control him to allow his evenness, like, to kind of like get back, because he felt like he was losing himself a little bit by, you know what I'm saying, having a kid and getting, you know what I'm saying, and having all that type of stuff. And while Goku was like on the, you know, he was dead, you know what I'm saying, still training, still doing other stuff because he heard about it, right? So, and he felt a certain way. So they fight, and we see that during that fight, Goku and Vegeta is pretty much even, right? They're pretty much even, and they stop fighting. That we don't see an end to it, really. They stop fighting because they hearing about Majin Buu, and Vegeta ends up knocking Goku out. So that gets into Vegeta next fight. We see Vegeta fight Majin Buu. Well, Vegeta versus Majin Buu. And we see that Vegeta can't really do nothing with him because he's regenerative. Like he regenerates. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he keep coming back. So after Trunks does something like, I think he kicks Buu, you see that he chops Trunks on the neck and Goten on the neck, and he feeling like he just got to sacrifice himself at this point, and that's what he does. He does the final explosion and blows himself up. Now, after that, we don't see Vegeta again until after he's actually resurrected by King Yama, because King Yama actually lighted his deed and granted him his avatar back into his soul, with his soul intact, right? So he's back and he has a halo, and he actually hears about Super Buu through Goku. Now, whenever he fights him, he doesn't do too much. He ends up getting absorbed, and what happens is inside, Vegeta actually pulls some of the pods inside of there, and it does something to the body outside, which makes him divert back into a different form. So he ends up diverting all the way back into Kid Buu. And during that time, we didn't really see Vegeta fight until he had Goku out a little bit with Kid Buu, because they was doing rock paper scissors or something. But it was Goku's turn, and Goku was pretty much the candidate to fight. Vegeta actually gave Goku his props. See why he does it. He don't really fight for, you know what I'm saying, like for his, like, for no. He don't really fight for no personal reasons or nothing like that. Like, fight for like pure reasons, like protecting the earth, protecting my family. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know what I'm saying? But that's why he want to get stronger. It's kind of like an admirer, and he actually kind of like, he says his long speech. I think he called him the mightiest Saiyan, if I'm not mistaken. And it's crazy. Like, in the Dragon Summit, and then we see that once they bring back everybody who was defeated by Buu and all that on Earth, we see that even Vegeta Halo disappears. So he was actually one of the pure-hearted people. Like, he could actually come back to Earth, because now his heart wasn't an evil one; it was a pure one. And it was crazy because when we know Vegeta, we know that he always, at the first beginning, he came from a very ruthless place. But now we see in the side of him where he's able to reason. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, Vegeta is one of those characters that we can actually see that he has a side, he has a family side, but he's battling himself because he's not used to a lot of things. He's really cut from that cloth. Like, he had at least about 20 years over there in the Saiyan hood before he became what he became later on in the continuity of Dragon Ball Super. If you really like this video, definitely tune in for for the part 2. It's definitely coming up right after this. Hit that like button. If you new, subscribe. I will be dropping content back to back. Thank you for everybody who's tuning in. All my Sagittarius, check in. We'll be right back. Salute.